think this is pretty interesting. A guy I like to follow on Twitter by the name of Michael, he sniffed this out. And I'm going to give him credit where credit is due, and I do find it extremely interesting. And we are talking about players that may have signed.
NBA world is on fire. This mysterious Project B League, shrouded in secrecy, just started following a handful of players on social media. Instantly, speculation exploded. What does it mean? The shocking part, Project B barely follows anyone. So when they added Kelsey Mitchell, Jonquel Jones, and Camila Cardoso, it felt monumental. Are these mere coincidences? Or a signal they're about to sign these stars? If that's true, the WNBA could be facing chaos.
Over here, and they're only following 11 entities. They're only following 11 on their official Twitter feed. Kelsey Mitchell. I'm not following Kelsey, really? My girl Camila Cardoso. You can see I'm following her. Center, the Chicago Sky, right? Jewel B. Lloyd, yeah, Jewel.
All began with one fan, Michael, famous for uncovering hidden patterns. He spotted Project B adding certain players to their follow list. Curious, he dug deeper, and the numbers began to reveal a shocking story. What started as a small detail quickly snowballed into something far more explosive.
In case you guys didn't know this, my third favorite player in the entire WNBA is Jonquel Jones. And they are also following Jonquel Jones. Very interesting because they're following Nike Ogumake, who is signed with their league, and Alyssa Thomas, who is signed with their league. We've heard they've already signed other players. We don't know who those other players are. Should be noted, unless I'm going crazy, Camila Cardoso, Jonquel.
Project B is insanely selective about who they follow. It's like a covert operation. Every new follow instantly becomes huge news. When Michael revealed this, fans went into a frenzy trying to verify it. And there they were, Kelsey Mitchell, Jonquel Jones, Camila Cardoso. These aren't just any players, they're WNBA titans. Project B follows only 11 accounts total. These additions screamed that serious negotiations could be underway. Nothing is official yet, and the players aren't saying a word, but we all know how this works. Social media leaks the truth long before any announcement drops. When a major league follows someone, it often signals talks are in motion. Fans began dissecting every detail. Why these stars? Why now? And why all at once? Especially with the WNBA already tangled in rival leagues and contract battles. It all feels too perfectly orchestrated.
Not counting Alyssa Thomas. But some of these players, Jonquel Jones, Kelsey Mitchell, Camila, I've not seen any kind of activism surrounding those players or
The more fans scrutinized that list, the more obvious it became. Project B was signaling something without uttering a single word. Even reporters started weighing in, noting that these aren't just solid players, they're elite, with jaw-dropping stats and massive global demand. And here's the kicker, when a new league wants to make a shocking entry,
the money is going to be insane.
Big. So, as you can imagine, we're going to keep our eyes open. But Kelsey Mitchell, Jonquel Jones are two huge names. Jewel Lloyd, big name. Camila Cardoso, big name, high-profile athlete out of South Carolina.
The big question:
is this mere coincidence? Or is Project B revealing the first superstars ready to jump ship? The deafening silence from the league and the players only deepens the mystery. Everyone, buckle up. This is about to get explosive.
This storyline, watching how this affects Unrivaled. Again, I think Unrivaled is doomed. And then how it affects the WNBA is
viral into the unbelievable. Fans began dissecting every player Project B was following, and the implications became impossible to ignore. First, there's Kelsey Mitchell, a scoring powerhouse in the WNBA for years. She's exactly the kind of star any new league would want to launch credibility. If she joins Project B, it's a direct warning to the WNBA, they might not keep their top talent. Next, Jonquel Jones, and this is when things shift from intriguing to alarming. A former MVP, a championship-caliber leader, and universally respected in women's basketball. If she's on Project B's radar, they're not chasing just young prospects. They're after proven veterans who command attention. Seeing her name sparked questions about how far Project B has already secured deals. The biggest shock? Camila Cardoso. New to the WNBA but already monumental. Size, energy, and a massive social media following make her invaluable. For Project B, she could pull in a younger, global fanbase, especially in Brazil. These three names together feel too deliberate to be accidental. People began wondering, is this a calculated recruitment, or are deals already in motion? Each theory fanned the flames, while silence from the players only intensified speculation. Look closer, and the strategy becomes clear. Project B isn't randomly following athletes. Every choice fits a global blueprint. They're branding themselves as a worldwide contender, aiming to crown an international champion, not just dominate one country. With that vision, their player selections make perfect sense. Kelsey Mitchell embodies elite American talent. Jonquel Jones commands international respect. Camila Cardoso attracts the next generation of global fans. Together, they combine skill, marketability, and worldwide reach. Project B is constructing more than a basketball league. They're building a global brand from day one. They need faces that resonate across cultures. Kelsey is the American powerhouse, Jonquel connecting with Caribbean audiences, and Camila bringing in the rising international following. Each player slots perfectly into this master plan to make Project B unforgettable. A worldwide powerhouse, not just some. Jonquel Jones is a seasoned veteran. Camila Cardoso is a rookie with massive potential. If Project B wants a strong, diverse, and balanced roster, these three are the foundation. Their presence on the follow list signals Project B isn't just building competition, they're laying the groundwork for long-term dominance. The fact that a new league is already scouting and potentially locking down this lineup has everyone stunned. People are beginning to wonder if these follows are early signs that deals are already underway. And if so, this is only the beginning. To make matters even more explosive, Project B is backed by a Saudi-owned entertainment company, sparking immediate controversy. When the partnership was revealed, social media erupted. Some fans celebrated the astronomical payouts, while others flagged political concerns. Terms like sports washing quickly trended, echoing debates seen with Saudi investments in boxing, golf, and soccer. Reactions reveal a deeply divided audience, even before the league kicks off. Players have been careful with public comments, yet many admit the contracts are life-changing. Project B can offer sums far beyond the W. For athletes who travel overseas to make ends meet, earning in one season what usually takes 4 is nearly irresistible, but it carries scrutiny. Fans debate whether joining Project B could tarnish reputations or spark criticism. That's why the follow activity raised so many alarms. Athletes as respected as Jonquel Jones or as promising as Camila Cardoso are in talks with Project B. It signals the money is overpowering the controversy. Kelsey Mitchell's presence makes it even more obvious. These aren't fringe names, they're elite players with massive influence. If they're considering a Saudi-backed league, the financial incentives must outweigh any backlash. The debate is heating up. Some say players should chase their future, others insist joining Project B sends the wrong message. Each new follow fuels fan anxiety, raising questions about how many stars might exit the WNBA. Once fans realized multiple WNBA stars could jump to Project B, attention shifted to another league, Unrivaled. This player-only league debuted with promises and hype but now looks precarious. From day one, Unrivaled pitched itself as revolutionary, offering more control and better pay. Yet its rollout has been slow, its structure shaky, and its financial backing dwarfed by Project B. With these follows, people now doubt if Unrivaled ever stood a chance. Seeing names like Jonquel Jones, Camila Cardoso, and Kelsey Mitchell linked to Project B triggered alarm. These are exactly the stars Unrivaled needs. Without them, Unrivaled risks launching with zero momentum. Comparing the leagues makes the disparity stark. Project B offers massive salaries, global marketing, worldwide exposure, and long-term stability backed by billionaire investors. Unrivaled offers control and creative freedom, but lacks the financial power to retain stars. Many note Project B has already secured confirmed names like Enka Agwick and Alyssa Thomas. If they lock in players like Jonquel or Camila, Unrivaled might not just struggle, it could collapse before it even launches. A league without top-tier talent cannot compete for attention, viewers, or sponsors. Project B is moving quietly, strategically, aiming to dominate before Unrivaled even starts. Fans foresee a future where Unrivaled is quickly eclipsed. What was meant to be a player-led revolution now seems fragile, and the suspicion that Project B has already swayed key athletes adds intense urgency. If these follows are accurate, Unrivaled could be facing its biggest problem yet. As the conversation shifted from Unrivaled, an even bigger concern rose. What does this mean for the WNBA? The league has been building momentum with new stars, marketing, and fan interest, but Project B's moves threaten to unravel years of progress in months. The WNBA has long struggled financially. Many players still earn modest salaries and rely on overseas stints to make ends meet. Now, with Project B offering payouts the WNBA can't touch, the risk of a talent exodus is real. Let's break it down. The WNBA already faces challenges. Teams are stretched thin. Travel is relentless. Marketing is uneven, and even star athletes feel frustrated over exposure. In this environment, Project B delivers what the WNBA cannot: immediate financial security and global reach. That's huge, especially for players who have fought for better opportunities. Losing elite players like Jonquel Jones or rising stars like Camila Cardoso isn't just symbolic. It disrupts competitive balance, marketing, ticket sales, and TV contracts. If multiple stars exit, teams could struggle to fill arenas or sustain fan engagement. The WNBA's recent growth leans on star power, so losing even a handful could cause lasting damage. And here's the kicker: if Project B pulls in enough players, it might force the WNBA into tough choices about salaries, schedules, or broader reforms. Pressure from a financially dominant rival can reshape the game entirely. Players are watching closely, wondering if the WNBA will respond publicly or remain silent until deals are finalized. The league has faced overseas competition for years. Chaos has rippled through the WNBA world, creating tension that feels almost unbearable. Every new rumor detonates across social media. Every subtle move sparks fierce debate. With the tension escalating, the stakes soar even higher. If Project B secures a roster packed with elite stars, it could permanently reshape viewership, sponsorships, and the global trajectory of women's basketball. The most astonishing part? It all began with something as simple as social media activity. A handful of follows, a few names, and suddenly fans realized an enormous shift was quietly taking shape behind the scenes. If Project B keeps executing moves this strategic, the coming months could alter everything.